We'll just quickly go through some housekeeping notes, and so I'll just ask my colleagues today to share her screen for us to go through that.
Influence comes the responsibility to set a work, you now have the opportunity to embody that desire. And I know that in this most noble endeavour, you will have every assistance of my dear friend, Stephen Twig, a fine parliamentarian in his own right, and his team at the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. Our Commonwealth of 56 nations is drawn together by shared values, common interests, and practical abilities. And the CPA is a vital part of our extended global family. As Commonwealth countries, we trade with each other, we pursue economic growth together, we build peace together, we pursue better health and education together, we uphold justice together, and we tackle climate change together. Through your representation, through your role in crafting and improving legislation, your responsibilities in policy making is you can have a decisive impact on the story of Dominica and the destiny of our country. And because of what you share with other Commonwealth colleagues, specialised committees, processes for meaningful public consultation, robust question times, and high ethical standards, you are part of the biggest democratic club in the world. You will know that the Commonwealth deployed a special observer group to monitor the conduct of December's election. Their preliminary report celebrated a peaceful process which reflected the collective will of the people who voted. They were particularly impressed by the large number of women and youth who participated in the electoral process, and they expressed their hope and expectation that the peaceful atmosphere which characterised the election day will continue to prevail. I celebrate the same things and express the same hopes. And as you continue to build your political journeys, I remind you that you have a rare privilege and a solemn responsibility to be selfless, open, and objective, to behave with integrity, to show leadership, and to be accountable, and always to be honest. I wish you all well, and thank you for your time.
We are very, very appreciative of the Commonwealth Secretary General providing those remarks. Now, from one Commonwealth Secretary General to another, I will now go to the Secretary General of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, Stephen Twig.
Thank you very much indeed, Clyde. Honourable Speaker, Honourable Minister, Honourable Members, ladies and gentlemen, the protocols observed. It's my pleasure to join the audience remotely from London today, and let me echo a number of the remarks made by Baroness Patricia Scott of the Commonwealth Secretary General, and in particular start by congratulating all of you on your successful election last December, both to those returning, but in particular to those that are new to the Parliament. I wish you well in your parliamentary term. One of my first engagements when I was Secretary General in 2020, soon after my appointment, was to join the previous post-election seminar for Dominica. I think you are the first jurisdiction for which I'm having the pleasure to attend the second post-election seminar. And of course, that was held on a virtual basis by necessity. Today we join on a virtual basis by choice because we are able now to utilise these technologies to engage a much larger number of our member parliaments and our parliamentarians. But I will say today what I'm sure I said then, I would much prefer to be with you in Dominica in person, and I'm sure I speak for all of the team joining us from London and from Cape Town to support you today. Technology and innovation provide great opportunities for us to promote wider participation. days. And of course, mutual learning lies at the heart of the mission of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. 2 years ago, we established our online parliamentary academy led by Lydia Buchanan, who is part of this seminar. And we have had over 1,000 parliamentarians and parliamentary staff across the Commonwealth accessing that academy. That is an amazing figure, but we think we have about 18,000 parliamentarians, so there are many more that could join in the academy, and I encourage all of you to do so. It's free of charge, it's on our website and available for all of our members to use. Can I thank everyone who has come together to make this event possible? In particular, Honourable Speaker, your staff team, the clerks there in Dominica, the CPA headquarters in Clyde, Zotile and Lydia, and of course the resource persons supporting this event. Partnership is vital to our work as the CPA, and it's critical to your work as parliamentarians. So it's truly wonderful to see such a wide range of partner organisations, a number of universities, Parliamentary, the Solar Tech, C-SPAN, and I'm particularly pleased to see my friend Bernadette Lewis from the Commonwealth Telecommunications Organisation, CTO, part of this launch event today. There is rightly an emphasis through the seminar on the importance of diversity and inclusion. I acknowledge and celebrate that you have elected 37.5% of your cohort women members of Parliament, and I salute the great work of our Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians Network. We are increasingly focused, and I lead this work, on disability inclusion here in the CPA. I know that he and others will address that in the session on equality, diversity and inclusion as part of this seminar. And of course you are a crucial part of our small branches network that has played such a big role, in particular in putting issues of climate change and society sustainability on our agenda. You know too that parliaments don't exist in a vacuum, and the work that you do as parliamentarians with your constituents, with civil society, with education and the wider world is vital. And I know that my colleague Zotile will be presenting to you about some of the CPA's work, including our outreach toolkit. This year is the Commonwealth Year of Youth, and I was pleased to be in the region in Trinidad and Tobago last November, where we had the Commonwealth Youth Parliament. We are currently developing an updated piece of work on the importance of youth parliaments and the engagement between you as parliamentarians and those youth parliaments, and I think we'll hear more about this during the seminar. Those of you who are familiar with the CPA will know that we have a long-standing issue about our legal status, and I'm hoping that this is a matter that we will be able to take forward and resolve in the coming months, leading up to our conference in Accra, Ghana in October. Before then, of course, you will have your regional conference for the Caribbean, Atlantic and Americas region, and I'm very pleased that our chairperson, Ian Middle-Granger MP, and the Deputy Secretary General, Jarvis Mattia, will be joining that conference. Hopefully you'll be there and they'll meet you, and hopefully you'll be represented in Ghana in October, and I will have the opportunity to meet with them. So thank you for inviting me to be part of this opening ceremony, and I wish everyone a very successful and enjoyable post-election seminar. Thank you.
We are very appreciative of those remarks from our Secretary General, and we will now pass over to the Honourable Speaker Joseph Isaac for his speech. We'll just quickly ask our counterparts in the AV in the chamber if they could unmute the chamber.
Excellency Baroness Scotland, Secretary General of Commonwealth, Honourable Dr. Colin, Irving McIntyre, Minister for Finance, representing the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Stephen Weeks, Twig, Secretary General of CPA Headquarters, Clive Barker, CPA Secretariat, Honorable Members, the media, it is with a sense of pride that I stand here this morning on behalf of the Dominica branch of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. I bid you a pleasant welcome to this post-election seminar for all parliamentarians. After the start of every parliamentary term, on invitation of the Dominica branch of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Secretariat hosts a post-election seminar, which we did in the 10th Parliament. In this regard, over the next 2 days, this seminar will be held focusing on two major objectives. One, to provide members with an in-depth understanding of parliamentary practice and procedures. Two, to equip the new and returning parliamentarians with the necessary skills to legislate, scrutinize, and give parliamentary oversight. It is expected that this seminar will strengthen the bonds of members across the island. The Dominica branch thank the facilitators who have accepted to guide these sessions and look forward to interacting with you, all of you, during this seminar. The Dominica branch also wishes to express thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister, who, as the leader of the House, has so graciously allowed time for all members here to participate. I wish members, all of you, a successful training session. It's the Parliament's hope that what you have learned here will be reflected as you undertake your parliamentary duties at the select committee level and also at the House debating level. I would like to ask you a question because someone, a most distinguished Dominican intellect and former parliamentarian, asked me a question. And he asked, what key issues can government and opposition side unite in the interest of our country? I pondered at the time, and I told him, because I was not expecting the question, I said, maybe the international airport and the geothermal project. But he added, what about the CDI? But after reflection, I said to myself, what about the issues of social justice issues, like crimes against children and other vulnerable groups? What about the issue of reparation? These are just some of my reflections. As Dominicans, we need to engage in robust debate, but with respect and tolerance for the betterment of our nation. It is my hope that all of you will help in the process of building a more robust, stronger, democratic nation through your leadership at the constituency level and also at the national level. Although we are a small island developing state, I think democracy should be the same internationally, and therefore it would be similar in Dominica, where the majority would get the respect of the minority, but the minority views are included. I think Parliament is an opportunity and a space where we can have fruitful debate, honest debate, well-researched debate, but debate with respect, tolerance, and always at the bottom line of everything is about nation building. Always Dominica first. Always your constituency first. Always Dominica first. Never about us. It's really about the people. Once again, welcome, and I wish you the best in this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, for your contribution. And finally, we have remarks from the Minister of Finance, representing the Prime Minister in the second ceremony, Honourable Dr. Irving McIntyre.
Excellency Baroness Scotland, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Honourable Joseph Isaac, Speaker of the House of Assembly, Mr. Stephen Tweed, Secretary General of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, Facilitator Clive Barker, CPA Secretariat, colleague ministers and parliamentarians, media, listening public. Thank you to my parliamentary colleagues for responding to the invitation of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association through the Dominica chapter to attend this post-election seminar over the course of the next 2 days. On behalf of the Honourable Prime Minister and the Government of Dominica, I wish to thank the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honourable Joseph Isaac, and the Clerk, Mr. Daniel James, for facilitating on the local ends, as well as Mr. Stephen Tweed, Secretary General of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, for his support on the initiative and for his address this morning. We also thank Baroness Patricia Scotland, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, for her valuable insight shared with us. We certainly look forward to the learned interventions of the facilitators who will assist us to hone our parliamentary skills during the scheduled sessions. My hope is that we all emerge as more effective legislators and debaters in this esteemed parliament. As parliamentarians, the more experienced and those among us who are relatively new to the role, we accept that to make useful contributions to the efficient proceedings of the House, we must learn and adhere to a body of rules, ethics, and customs governing the workings of this honorable chamber. When we refer to parliamentary procedure, we generally mean the accepted precedents and practices commonly employed in the governance of the legislation. I am sure that all members of this House agree that to give a good account of ourselves, and more importantly, to give effective representation to the people who elected us to serve, we must become familiar with the procedures of the House, such as the standing orders, the structure and objectives of the Public Accounts Committee, and the legislative process. I am pleased to note that the upcoming sessions cover a wide range of matters, including media relationships, the role of technological innovations in Parliament, research methods and resources, equality, diversity and inclusion, and the importance of public outreach and education. All these considerations are important if we are to make useful interventions on behalf of the Dominican population, who depend on us to bring their issues to the fore in a structured, informed, and deliberative manner, and to source solutions to their most pressing social and economic challenges. The fact is, like every other institution, the Parliament must move with the times in order to respond appropriately to needs of our people. The focus on technology, media relations, and research is therefore quite timely to equip our members with knowledge of our changing environment and the skills to remain relevant. Colleagues, the Parliament affords us a platform to be advocates, to play a key role in promoting and advancing good governance, share best practices, and collaborate to identify ways and means to protect the rights of our citizens. Our parliamentary role can be a formidable tool, and this House is the ideal forum for strengthening democracy, letting all ideas contend, and ensuring that the voice of the people has a place in all our deliberations. Here in the Parliament, we represent the interests of the citizens of this country. Through each of us, our constituents are able to participate in the decision-making process of the government. And so, we must be reminded always that it is a representative institution, and our role is to serve this with integrity, honesty, a deep sense of pride, and a constant awareness that we are here not for the personal interest, but as the will of the Dominican people. It is our hope that coming out of this two-day post-election seminar, we will better understand the role of the Parliament as the key institution for the promotion of transparent, independent, and accountable actions for the benefit of all citizens, and develop a greater appreciation for your role as the stand-in for your constituents in this honorable House. Once again, I thank all those who have made this post-election seminar possible. I look forward to a productive 2 days of learning and collaboration, with the objective of giving the best of ourselves and efforts to the people of Dominica. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable McIntyre. Thanks to all of our speakers for this opening ceremony. It is my pleasure to now close the ceremony, and we can begin our first session on the committee system. In this session, members will gain an understanding of the committee system, parliamentary oversight, and the Public Accounts Committee's role in enhancing public trust in Parliament. This session will feature 3 presentations before questions are on the floor. And 3 presenters today will be Dr. Ernest Hall,
Can I be seen?
Not just yet, we can hear them.
There we go. How's that?
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Yeah.